everybody's stronger, everybody's quicker, but there's a guy there that has improved, and he's played tackle, he's played guard, and he's done some quarterback center exchange in the pre-practice. So he's a guy that's doing a lot, and he's getting better every day.
Your philosophy that you want guys to know.
This is like, a lot of times it's like when I was growing up, I had 2 older brothers. It's like my dinner table. You know, everybody was talking over each other. But I like that though. It reminds me of home.
Pass the roll.
Excuse me. There's a lot of excuses. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Your philosophy, I need to stress is your philosophy that you want players to know the positions around them.
Right.
You talk about the challenges of guard, tackle, and you said center exchange. How that all meshes together.
Right, great question. So I think that the one thing that helps us with him is he's able to play center. So when you learn center, you really learn all the calls and the blocking assignments for the whole line, because you're the captain of the ship along with the quarterback. So that's a good thing for him. And then he's able to play right guard and left guard, and that's the same thing. The guy we don't talk about enough is Ben Jones, who's had a really good offseason, and Ben Jones has had a good training camp, and he plays both guards and center spots. So they're really bright guys. They're multiple guys, and they're getting better every day. Excuse me.
No, how'd you guys do in terms of just taking what you talked about in the film session and then taking it on the practice field and getting better?
I believe we got better today. The guys came out. We had a good meeting. Showed them, like I told you guys, the good and the not so good, and I believe we came out and worked hard at trying to correct some of the mistakes and getting better at some of the things that we're doing well. So they were attentive, and it wasn't always pretty like practice usually is. Usually practice isn't perfect, but you're striving for that perfection, and we'll improve.
Did you see what you wanted? Did you see what you wanted to see on the field after the game and after the game this morning?
Yes.
Is Ryan Fitzpatrick locked in as your guys' starter?
Yes.
Okay, then with Keenum and Savage, are you still just evaluating that back position?
Yes.
Anything else? What do you think about the D-line play? I mean, there's so much talk this offseason about all the new pieces and everything, but how do you think the D-line played? The ones.
I thought overall, they played pretty well. I think we gave up about running game. I think was less than 2.5 a carry. Sorry, that's my wife. She just got back. She's been on vacation. Kids start school tomorrow. I thought they keep everything in perspective, guys. Keep everything in perspective. But no, I think the D-line played well. Like every position, they had their moments that weren't so good. But I believe overall they played good assignment football in the running game. We were able to get some pressure on the quarterback, and I thought overall that part of our defense played well.
I got here a little late today, but Will Yateman, are you expecting him back this week, or how's he looking?
He's doing better, Jason. He's doing better, but again, just like all the teams in the NFL and everybody involved with football, when it's a concussion, we make sure that we follow all the protocol and bring him back when he's ready to be back. But he's definitely improved.
Bill, are you still hopeful that Andre and Aaron will be able to play this weekend?
Yes, I've spoken to both those guys. They're doing better. It's a long season, and our trainers are doing a great job with them. But it seems like they've improved, and hopefully they can do something this week.
Now, before you mentioned Grimes and Blue both as 3 down backs.
Yes.
Is that what helps them compete for that start? And do you think Grimes' blocking is what put them ahead of Blue so far?
I think Grimes' experience overall has him a little bit ahead of Alfred, but Alfred's doing a good job for a guy that just got here. He's big, strong guy, he's smart, but Grimes, probably overall, because of the experience, makes less mistakes than Blue. But Blue, it's not like Blue makes a ton of mistakes. It's just that Jonathan's a smart player.
Bill, where are things at with Andre Brown? I mean, is he beneath him on the depth chart, or how do you guys?
He's battling out there, Brian. He's out there. He got some reps today. I mean, he's out there. He's involved in special teams and things like that. But that's a challenging position. It's a competitive position. And like I said the other night, in the game, we only ran 48 plays, so it was hard to get everybody in.
Did Fedorowicz perform to where you thought he would this early, coming in as being one of the most talented inline blockers?
I've been happy with CJ. I think he's played well. I think that position overall has improved, but kind of like in the same vein of Suafilo, I think both those guys guys have come in at positions that aren't easy to learn in the NFL and improved every day.
And Chris Clemens, how close is he in that competition back there with the safety?
That's similar to the running back spot. You know, you've got a very competitive spot there with Lewis and Swearinger and Clemens and Pleasant and Shiloh, and you know, that's a very competitive spot.
Did A.J. Boyer show you enough to start taking some reps with the ones with Joseph out?
You know, AJ's really a guy that he does a lot of different things for us. He's on all the special teams. He's been an improving player. It means a lot to him. He's been out there every day. He's getting better and better. And you know, if he keeps going the way he's going, he'll play a lot of football for us this year.
Coach, beyond JD and Brooks Reed, where are you with the other outside backers?
Those guys are all, you know, all these questions are similar, you know, because those are all very competitive positions. You know, you've got the two guys you just mentioned, and then you've got, you know, Whitney Merciless and Jason Ankra has played well for a rookie. You've got Quentin Groves. You've got Sid Berry in there. So, you know, you've got a lot of guys battling for playing time there. So that'll be something that we're, just like all these positions, we'll let them play out. I think you guys are asking me to like give you kind of a depth chart, and that's not going to happen. Watt's a starter. I'll tell you that.
Is there any update on Jake Bosch, where he's at?
He's doing better. A lot of that, you know, we've got to bring him back when the wound is healed, basically. So that's what we're kind of waiting on with him. But he's close.
Do you think these joint practices with Atlanta and Denver, will they help you, you know, expedite the process to prepare for the regular season?
I think it's good, Jason, when you don't have, you know, before the new CBA came out in 11, you had a little bit more time in the offseason, a little bit more time in training camp to develop your whole team, to develop your younger players. These are good, really good practice sessions for us to be able to, you know, get ahead on some of those things that maybe we're not ahead on, being able to go against another team situationally, get our younger players some more reps, things like that. So, and any time you bring another team in, or you go to visit another team like we're doing with Denver, it really adds to the competitiveness, and I believe it'll improve our team.
And lastly, can you give me your updated depth chart?
It's only August 12th or something, so.
You mentioned you're going to talk to Mike Smith. Do you know how much full contact you'll be able to do, or maybe even scrimmage the Falcons?
No, it'll be thud.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there might be something that's like a short yardage or goal line situation that maybe he and I would decide, you know, we'll go live here because it's on a 1 yard line or something, but more than likely it'll all be thud.
What are the strengths of a key Denver backers and inside backers?
Yeah, he's an experienced player, good special teams player, good speed, good team guy, very smart player, a guy that, from what I've seen so far, he hasn't been out there every day because he's dealing with, you know, an injury issue, which isn't serious, but he just got back out there today. But I believe he's an instinctive player from what I saw in film in Atlanta, and looking forward to watching him play here as we move forward.
All right, thank you, Coach.